Hello and welcome to the last Friday night social of the year! Woo! And tonight we're joined by Scott Williams, Pranay, Manager, and also Aid Thompson. How you doing, Aid?
What?
Fresh
All right.
off the
I'm
boat.
good. How you doing?
I'm all right. It's the end of the year. I thought we could do like a little sort of end of year review. You know, give us our top three or something of celebrity deaths. I mean songs. I mean films. I mean celebrity deaths. It's been another corker of a year, hasn't it? Last year was quite depressing because we realised that Donald Trump was going to be president of the United States all this year. And so how's that gone for you, Aid, to start with?
I retrospectively have started referring to that last Biden presidency as a 4-year block of somebody just Bidening their time.
Oh, I like what you've done there.
Like that.
I like what you've done there.
Bit of wordplay on Boxing Day.
Yeah, I like it.
Timeout.
I feel like he could have done. Maybe there's good reasons why he didn't do more than he did that I'm unaware of. I'm not an expert on American politics, but it feels like he made the same mistake over his 4-year term as Keir Starmer is making in his, where it's like, look, you have this finite window to safeguard us, as in like the Western world, Western liberal democracies, from the horrors of authoritarianism, where we all know that we're sort of sliding towards. So please, can you just regulate and manage that situation, put some sort of protections in place? And in Biden's case, I think it's clear or fair to say that not enough was done. And in Starmer's case, we're seeing the exact same thing, although Starmering his time is perhaps less, wordplay.
We need a better wordplay for that. Well, listen, big thanks to you're affected of for that super chat. Thank you. And if you want to drop a super chat in tonight, you're very welcome to do so. Although everyone was very, very generous on the stream last night, so don't feel obliged. Hey, listen, if you want to join our friends in the chat here, along with Elle and Martin and Chris C, Billy Kershaw and Indy Duckmel.
What's up, Yuri?
All you need to do is you need to hit the subscribe button. So hit the subscribe button and wait for a minute. Also, give us a like. We always like a like. So, Pranay, did this year turn out as you thought it would? Better, worse, indifferent?
No, I think that this year turned out worse than I thought it would be, because I knew at the beginning that we are like gonna have Trump, and with all the chaos that entails.
Yeah.
Or well, the first term was, but I think his second term is just worse in a way. And also, I did not expect the UK to slide down as well, as I see it, So I came here as an international. So I came here first as an international student, and now I'm here on a visa. So it does affect people like me, and it just makes me kind of not happy with where we are right now. Yeah, but it's fine.
Can I ask you a question, Pranay?
Yes, ask me. Go ahead.
Are you, as somebody who's here on a visa and as somebody who should be highly valued, particularly in a country that is obsessed with growth and attracting the best talent, etc., etc.?
Oh, thank you.
Are you planning your exit?
No, I'm not planning my exit, but I know people who are, as in who are creating backups, so it's not like they want to go, because there's a reason why we came here, right? And I came here because of quality of life, because my partner was here, and various things, and that kind of keep me here. But yeah, you need backups. And people who have moved countries once or twice, and quite a few immigrants who are in the UK have basically moved at least once, right? While we know it's hard to move once again, it is not impossible. But for now we are here because this is home. So it takes a lot of time to build your life in a place, and the longer you are in a place, it's harder then to move out. And also you are a bit older, you're not in your 20s or your early 30s anymore, so it's not like you can, I'm not, others might be, but it's harder to just pack everything up and move. It's hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how life is. So, yeah.
And how's it been for you, Scott? Like, I mean, I know you've been having a good time with it in the last few weeks, but overall, were you expecting it to be this bad, or like had you braced yourself for it, or has it still come as a bit of a shock? Just how fucking shit it's been.
I think it's come as a bit of a shock how performatively cruel everything seems to be, and I think I'll never find that not shocking. When we look at the Trump presidency, it's really all about how to sort of own the other side, how to be as cruel as possible. ICE raids, I think that's
well, trans rights
all up in one go.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And then the Supreme Court. Now, you know what I was like last year? I was quite cynical about it all. And like, honestly, when the Supreme Court said, "Oh no, it's all right to pick on black people and brown people and just assume that they shouldn't be in the country," there were quite a few people in America over the summer who were like really shocked by that. But I wasn't. I was like, yeah, that's why Trump put those people in the Supreme Court, because they have no morals. They have no decency. They have no common decency to go, well, this is out of order.
That's the thing. They believe they do. They in their minds believe they do, but only for themselves, only for the people that are like them.
Yes.
And because everybody else is seen as lower.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So have we had any wins of the year? I mean, there's a few people who are no longer with us, and I'm kind of.
You look at that as a win.
Kind of glad about that, you know.
Oh, it's
how could you be so
not as glad as Charlie
right.
Kirk's widow?
On the group, I'm going to tell listeners. Yeah, on the group chat, he goes right.
Don't grass me up here.
Events of 2025 favorite deaths. I was like, favorite deaths. I don't have a favorite death.
Really?
No.
You don't have even one, Scott? Even one that you think, yeah, that was a good one.
I think for me, it's I don't think anybody should die in a very tragic and horrendous circumstance. Am I going to celebrate their life if they were a horrible person when they were alive? No, not really. But I'm not going to sit there and say that their death was this wonderful thing that happened. Like, that's awful,
Well, I mean, did you see Charlie Kirk's widow come out on stage to all of those exploding fireworks?
I was literally just about to say that. Like, if anyone has celebrated his death,
I know. I set off fireworks for Charlie Kirk, and I get told, I'm a very bad person. I can never work or go to America. I never work in or go to America.
Yeah.
But then she sets off fireworks, and she's laughing and joking and raking it in. Absolutely raking it in, which is terrifying.
It's all about the money.
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 One angry pagan. Thank you so much. Frigs, love, and blessings. Hope you had a great Yol. Why can't I quit? Yol. Thank you so much for that super chat.
Do you think is she being teed up to be like a running mate for somebody?
Yeah. I reckon it's going to be JD Vance and her. She's going to be the vice.
Oh, well, she's blowing him already, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, you heard about the threesome that they had? Him and her on the couch.
Oh, what?
That's cheap. That's below you.
Come on. No, it's not.
Like your couch.
No, it's really not below me.
That's kind of funny.
It's not below her. It's not below him. Well, the couch might be below him, but he likes that.
Yeah.
Sorry. We had another super chat as well from Jenny Davis saying, happy Boxing Day evening. Oh, happy day. Happy day? Happy Boxing Day evening. They don't have Boxing Day in America, do they, Scott?
No, they don't. No, they
don't.
Do they have Boxing Day in India?
I love this. Correct me on my days. What is it?
I was just making a terrible joke. Like they do.
Okay, thank you.
Paul. It's Jake Paul.
Oh, it's a Jake Paul day. Oh well, that was funny.
So Jake Paul apparently had to drink his Christmas meal through a straw after having his jaw broken in 2 places.
And I suppose you celebrated that too, didn't you, Graham? You callous
It's
bastard.
not funny. It's just not
Is
fucking
there anyone's
hilarious.
pain and hardship that you don't find funny? You prick.
Not really, no, when it comes to that lot. It's fucking hilarious.
I know. It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to maintain. Like, there is this sort of cliche that if you sit on the left of the political landscape, that you should be all bleeding heart, compassion all the time. And then when one of your political opponents or adversaries hurts themselves or is made to look a bit stupid, you, as the bigger man, should be like, "Oh, that's tough. That's tough."
That's unfortunate. No, we're not. We're gonna laugh and point at you. I'm sorry.
No, I am not the bigger man. I'm happy to
neither
hold
am
up
I.
my-
No.
I will laugh and point at you.
Yep.
I think what this is when it comes to Jake Paul, right? The problem there was he was cocky as fuck. He was cocky as fuck the whole fucking time before the match. Like at the press conference, he was cocky. Just before the match started, he was cocky. He was cocky during the match. Yeah, but the thing is, he could be because he still made a shit ton of money.
Yeah, it's like being paid to be beaten
up.
shit out, isn't it?
Yeah, and he knew it. He knew it, so that's why he was being cocky.
But he did get beaten up, so that was nice.
I mean, my favorite meme of it was for the heavy metal fans out there, someone actually did a meme of the Pantera album Vulgar Display of Power, which is a picture of a man being hit in the face, and they put Jake Paul, that famous punch of Jake Paul. I thought that was fantastic. But yeah, I mean, you know, I think that last punch is when he kind of knew he was in trouble, and he knew that it was like, oh, I really did get beaten up for this, you know. So good. I'm glad he drank his dinner out of a straw. Fuck him.
It's wild. Like in that same weekend, there was like, and I apologize for the repetition if you guys already discussed this on the last Friday night social, but it's wild that in the same weekend, possibly the same night, Tommy Robinson got pushed around by that boxer on a thing. Andrew Tate got beaten in his fight, and Jake Paul it's like a 3-pronged defeat for right-wing hard men, isn't it? Like,
well, that Tommy Robinson
thing
was just embarrassing. It was embarrassing, you know, and it really goes to show that if you stand up to him, he actually backs down and he runs away, especially if they're bigger, if you're bigger than him. You know, which
same thing with
a lot of people.
With all these cats is like if you get Trump and you stand up to him, like the chap in Canada has pushed back quite hard on the US. He doesn't go for Canada really in any capacity now, does he? You don't hear him talking about like Governor Carney or like the way that he was before. Which makes me think, like, why is Starmer so
placid, boring, annoying?
Because
so,
he is stuffed. He has been delivered an absolute shit sandwich from the previous administration. And he's just in the most depressing place you could possibly be. He's not in the EU anymore because we're not in the EU. Like, all the billionaires hate him. All the newspapers hate him. Half the Labour Party hate him. Everyone who's not in the Labour Party hates him. I went into a pub this week and they had a sign up saying, no Labour MPs. And they had like an old-fashioned wanted poster for Keir Starmer in the pub. And I'm like, God. It was in Cheshire, of course it was.
This is the thing. It's like I don't think he's that bad, but I think he's not good enough. And I don't honestly think we're going to get to this point in 2026 with him as prime minister.
No.
I think he is going to be changed out. I think
you think
a Labour government, but I'm hoping that we will have a more leftist Labour government, but my feeling is we're going to have a more centrist right Labour government.
Yeah, I think
even more so than we do now with Starmer.
Yeah, I think so. But I think that the process to replace him is quite political and quite difficult. I mean, even the process, as in not even the intent or the action, you know, but just the process is very challenging. So I would be surprised if it can happen in the next year, because until Labour realizes that it's tanking in the polls, which I think it is, but like it needs to continue to do that over the next year. Let's see how Zach and the Greens do, right? But they would need to feel alarmed about 2029 in order to really make a difference. I don't know if that's going to happen in 26. Might be a 27 or 28 thing, if at all, I think. But
Nah,
you
he'll
know,
be out like if
the other
May
problem
elections.
is British people are fuckers. Like the majority of people in this country did not want to get rid of the 2-child cap. The majority of these people in this country wanted to go to war with fucking Iraq. Do you know what I mean? They all deny it now. The majority of the people who fucking voted in that fucking referendum voted to leave the fucking EU, knowing that it was going to fuck the country for generations to come. And if we live in a democracy, we've got to reflect what the dickheads want, unfortunately. I mean, fewer dickheads would be a good idea. But no, I'm not making excuses for him. I just think, like, I don't know what else he can do in certain situations. Like we talk about Trump, didn't we, today in the chat? We were like, you know, why is he bending over backwards for Donald Trump? And it's like, you know, because he might get a trade deal or something. He knows he's not going to get a trade deal. And if he does, it's going to be worth the paper it's written on.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, to be honest, although I don't like the majority of what Starmer has done, I think with Trump, he's actually playing a relatively clever diplomatic game. I don't know if that's the intent or not, but I think it's okay. But like, he has no option.
I would hate to have to do it, Pranay. But look,
I know.
Look how many of these things the tendrils that the Americans have in our system. Think about all the big companies. We're running on an American fucking server here, owned by an American company, going out on an American platform. And they can turn it off tomorrow if they want to. They can absolutely fuck our economy more than any other one country in the world. If China turns around tomorrow and goes, we're not selling you any more stuff, you can fuck off. Okay, our economy is going to take a knock. But if America says to us, we're not buying any of your shit, we don't have anything to do with you. In fact, we're just going to turn your internet off. What is that going to do to us? And people comparing him with Starmer in the chat, with Clement Attlee. Clement Attlee had the backing of the Americans. The Americans actively fucking hate us. They hate all of Europe because, you know, we're not to the right of Adolf fucking Hitler. I hate this. I hate trying to make. I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just saying, like, if I was in his position, I might make similar decisions, and everyone would hate me instead. Not that they already
this
don't.
idea that we are.
What? I didn't say anything.
You're saying I was minging.
This idea
You're saying I have an arse
that
when
we
your face
are
should be.
I accept the idea that we're largely diminished on the world stage and that Brexit has weakened us. And I don't think that we are as powerful as America, obviously. We don't have the global currency. We're not the size of America economically. But I also don't accept that we are completely helpless. Like when we talk about if America wanted to pull the plug and cause us real problems, they could do. That is accurate. But we are a global financial center in the way that New York is a global financial center, in the way that Singapore is a global financial. Like it's not reciprocal. Does that make sense? Like we have power, we have influence, and I think probably all it would take is a leader with some balls to be able to stand up and say, we're not going to take this. I'm sorry. Like Thatcher and Reagan were on a similar keel, or they treated each other in a similar capacity. Churchill back in the war with the special relationship back then. Bush and Blair. Like, I'm not saying that we're on, it's not equals pequals. But it's not nothing. Like, no, we should stand our ground a little bit more, no?
I think it's difficult with Trump. I think if it had been Biden, if it had been Kamala Harris in charge, definitely I'll be with you. But with Trump, he's a fucking lunatic. I mean, the guy's a madman. And we don't have the Marshall Plan backing us up like they did in the Attlee government. We don't have any support at all. We're not even part of the EU anymore, so we can't even really rely on that. The Commonwealth, I love the bones of the Commonwealth, but of the 56 countries that make up the Commonwealth, 50 of them have got no fucking money because the British stole it all. Well, not in the case of Mozambique. I'll let them off. But, like, everywhere else. And so I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to this. Hey, I'd love to see the Prime Minister doing a Hugh Grant in
Love Actually.
Love Actually, and just go, Billy Bob Thornton, you're a knobhead, I hate you, piss off. But you, it's like the deal with Israel. We can't tell Israel to fuck off because of international conventions. But what Labour did do, recognising Palestine, obviously pissed off Netanyahu. It also pissed off Trump. We kind of got away with it as well because Canada came in on that and Australia. And I know I'd love us to do more, but what can we do?
But isn't the solution here to leverage on the diplomacy in that, look, if the USA want to play Billy Big Bollocks and be like, look, we hate Europe, we don't like European leaders. I think some European leaders are weak, is what he said the other week. I think Canada, the EU, New Zealand, Australia, the rest of the world should go like, okay, you want to go America first? You want to step down from your role as the world's policeman? That's fine. A lot of people will congratulate you for doing so. But the rest of us are going to work together. And if you don't want to be part of that conversation, it's on you. That's less influence for the US, you know?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that move.
Yeah, I would like. I agree absolutely. And the Commonwealth as well, the EU and the Commonwealth. I think we should be doing more with both of them and working together. But they've got exactly the same problems in the EU at the moment. They can't agree on anything. They can't agree on a way forward. And I can imagine, like, you know, we think, oh, another leader would be doing better right now, but I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, like...
I totally agree.
Because
I
they
think
got him
whoever
over a
was in
fucking
the
barrel, the poor bastard. I was just saying poor bastard, you know, he's taking this on.
Here's a weird question for you, right? For 2026. Do you think, can you imagine any leader or prospective political leader within the UK political conversation that you think could do better than Keir Starmer? And I suppose what the subtext to that is like, look, okay, if we accept he's probably out at the May elections, which I think is pretty much nailed on, who do we think, is there anyone that could actually
who is that second option? That's, like, I think the most important question. It's not whether he's going to go. I think everybody knows he has to go. Who the fuck is going to replace him?
Yeah.
Who from any party? Who from any party wouldn't make a bad situation worse?
Worse, yeah. I mean, people are talking about West Streeting. Fuck that guy. No way.
We can play with this idea. Like, I mean, so, okay, let's say West Streeting becomes UK Prime Minister. He will be just as beholden to the bond market.
Yes.
He can't do anything drastic in that regard.
Yeah.
He will be just as beholden to the US for the reasons that Graham has outlined. He won't be able to do anything drastic or radical geopolitically. He'll still be
more the same.
Yeah. The only difference will be slightly different face on the media rounds.
Yeah.
He's quite good on media, right? Like he snaps back, he challenges, he pushes down question. Like, I'm not saying he's great. I'm not a massive fan of West Streeting, but in terms of being a communicator, he's okay.
I think you're right. There's quite a few different people. Him and Andy Burnham, even Zach Polanski, much better communicators. They'll do better domestically. But when we talk about the international situation, we're fucked on all sides. It's
no, they
like
won't be able to change
your dad
anything.
aid.
Yeah. No, I think that we don't really have many options internationally. Like, you know, it's like very hard to fight against what Trump is, which is like a petulant child, but also like a tyrant at the same time, you know, like he is like gonna throw his toys out of the pram, but also he's going to nuke a new country on Christmas because because he feels like it, you know. So
I mean, maybe we'll get lucky.
Did I say nuke? I really meant bombs, sorry.
I was going to say maybe we'll get lucky and Graham will have cause for celebration before the end of next year. I don't know, like
the big beautiful day that we're all waiting for.
Then we are really going to celebrate someone dying then. Yeah.
This is going to be like, it's going to be a wild day in 2026.
Well, the thing is,
the JD Vances and the Erica Kirks and they're not going to be prepared for the street parties.
I don't think that people, you know, the new woke, what woke is now. I think it includes celebrating the deaths of people we hate. Because 10 years ago, right, if Charlie Kirk had died, there would have been no memes. It would have been, oh, that's sad. Do you know what I mean? If a CEO of a healthcare insurance company had been unalived, that everyone wouldn't be celebrating the killer 10 years ago. But now things have changed. And then if they say anything to us about, like, what are you doing, you know, having this firework display to celebrate Charlie Kirk's carcking, you just point at what Trump said about Rob Reiner and his wife being murdered and going, oh, that's because he didn't support me, innit? And you're like, well, there you go. That's
crazy.
Unhinged. I always sort of
not it's so crazy for me that you said that.
I like to think I sort of operate in a realm of compassion for that sort, and I would encourage people to sort of join me within this, right? Basically, where you do not celebrate the death of a father of. I think he had 2 little girls, didn't he? And I like on that. In
it's
that,
just because you're a father.
Yeah,
and like, you just don't want to celebrate it when you. Sure.
I'm sure there'll be no shortage.
Carket in a hilarious mishap in the banana peel
comment
factory.
section will just be just a sea of laugh emojis. No, I feel like if I think about like who he was to his girls, and the fact that he then doesn't come home any longer and they have to grow up fatherless, and you think about all the damage that happens when you remove one parent from a household and the influence that they would have been, and then the grown-up people that those girls will now become as a result of the absence of that father, that troubles me greatly. However, am I sad? These are 2 different things, and this is a really important distinction when you get into a situation like this. It's not celebrating death. You can acknowledge the positives of the absence of that influence within the political conversation and say, I didn't care for his politics, and I'm not sorry that those opinions are no longer going to be voiced because they hurt a lot of people.
This is what I was saying about
without veering into the other.
You could say someone was a bad person without saying that you're happy they're dead.
I think you're old woke. I think new woke is fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. I think
also,
that's absolutely crazy.
Someone who's not a dad, like, what does that protect you? You know, they always say that, don't they? When the hostage gets taken, you go, "Don't kill me! I've got a wife and children." It's like, oh, you lucky bastard. Now someone else could have them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm actually doing them a favor, really, because what? Am I on my own on this?
No, I think that I'm kind of
all right. Aid, are you or are you not going to celebrate on the big beautiful day?
I'm
not gonna call it a celebration. I'm gonna call it a massive relief. Yeah. I'm gonna sigh, like, just this heavy sort of like, oh, that's done then.
Well, okay,
you know,
so
it's going to be a celebration for me. It's just come on. I mean, the worst influence on the world, like a single person influence on the whole world. The worst one we've had since, I don't know, World War II or something, is just, that's gone. That's great. That is going to be great. So no way am I not going to celebrate.
I'll tell you why it's different with like Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump, and why I would feel more comfortable not celebrating, but like enjoying a drink at a street party. I'm not saying what the street party's about, but I think, rightly or wrongly, I look at Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk, and these sort of nameless, faceless daughters, and I feel for them and their future in a way that I simply do not with like Don Jr. I know I can see what Don Jr. is. I feel
they're already grown up and they're already screwed up. So I
feel like they are already hugely damaged individuals who themselves have caused quite a lot of hurt and pain to people.
Yeah.
So am I supposed to sob at their loss over the damage that they and their father have bequeathed to the rest of the world? Like, it's so I would also feel relieved, and in any other scenario I'd feel bad for the kids and the family, but not in that one because I think they're both pieces of shit as well. So whatever.
But like, how can you say that the presence of a man who is like evil in every other sense would actually be positive as a parent? You don't know that.
No,
Because
that's true.
I mean, because if the other kids have grown up to be such, I don't want to use words to describe them, then how do you know that these kids won't like also have grown up to be worse caricatures of their parents? I mean,
Excellent point. Yeah. And we all know from, I'm sure, like blogs and articles and stuff that we've read about what's called, I think it's like is it circular or cyclical trauma, where your parents were damaged in some. So here's a good example of it, right? So my mum grew up in an Irish family from Belfast, and her mum, as was actually quite typical in those years, was very abusive, violently, physically abusive to her, beat the shit out of her with a leather belt. My mum did not do that to me, but she did fucking hit us with like kitchen utensils, like wooden spoons, in a way that I would never do to my children.
That's because you come from I think that's a generational thing, and I think where we know back then disciplining your children meant actually striking them, but now that's very, very different, and people see that very differently.
Which I agree with, but I suppose the point that I'm getting at is that yes, to some extent you can absorb the trauma and abuses of your parents and normalize it and then visit it upon your own kids. So there is no guarantee that their children would be great, loving kids. However, there are compassionate, left-leaning kids of sociopathic parents who are like, I can't believe my dad was like that. So you can't. I don't think
one.
I get that, Aid, but also I think that being a twat and being a parent, a public twat, is a form of child abuse, because they must know, right, in the heart of hearts, that when they fucking cark it, people are going to be dancing on the streets, and their kids are going to have to see that. So I think about J.K. Rowling. Her kids are going to have to see people celebrate her demise. And she's made that decision, and she's cool with it. So if she's cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'll be getting the party poppers out.
Who was it that died? I don't think it was Charlie Kirk. It was somebody else that died a few weeks back. And I saw a bunch of posts saying like, "There's no right or wrong way to die, but if you live your life in such a way that people are literally singing and dancing in the streets, maybe ask yourself."
Was that not Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk pushed for people to have weapons on college campuses in America. That's what he pushed for. He said that he wanted kids to go to executions, which his kids did, and he said that he said that a few people dying each year was worth the sacrifice to allow the Second Amendment to go, unimpeded, rampaging with 50,000 dead bodies in its wake. I mean, okay, cool. Yeah. It's the way he would have want to go. I mean, and if you had a look at the stocks of the arms companies after he got shot, the price went up. So he actually made money for the arms companies that he loved so much. So, he went the way he wanted to. I mean, there's something poetic in that.
There is.
He died by the sword.
And I think that, and I think that if he took his children to an execution, I don't know if you can do that. If he did that, that is just insane. I mean, that they should.
But his kids were there when he got shot. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, true, right.
So his kids got to experience the thing that he wanted other people's children to experience. It's probably fucked them up for life. And I do feel genuinely sorry for them. But him?
Yeah.
Couldn't give a shit.
I mean, that is absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, according to Fusham Stuck in the chat, my mother had unbelievably smelly feet. So the way that she punished me and my sister was to take her slippers off.
No.
That's very clever. One Angry Pagan, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Says, hate hath become normalised while love is mocked. Do you think love's mocked?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, being nice to people just doesn't seem to be the way forward in life. You know, people, yeah, especially when you look on the insanity such as Twitter, um, you know, that sort of thing. Like, you know, people that are nice are actually quite, quite, quite mocked, don't you think? Like, am I wrong?
I
Fuck
don't
off,
know, because
Scott.
I'm not usually nice to many people, so I can't
Right, well, there you go.
say one way or
You're the
another.
proof of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm nice to everybody, and I get loads of free stuff. People give me free stuff all the time because I'm nice. I'm just friendly. I'm just like, having a laugh with people and brightening up their day. So they give me an extra fucking pancake or an extra, you know,
I agree,
bottle of beer.
Scott, in terms of like online, but I actually think in life, like once if you close the laptop and you step outside of the social media bubble, I'm sure we
Mm.
can all think of situations probably
Where,
recently
where people were
where,
nice or you saw
yeah, like
kindness.
you encounter strangers and you
Yeah.
just check they're all right or help them onto the bus or
Yeah.
I get it.
um,
I just think I think somewhere in the online space it seems to be I think it
oh,
seems
it's
to be
horrible.
mocked.
Yeah.
I think it seems to be mocked to be just generally kind of like, oh well I'm really sorry to hear you say that. Oh, I'm sure you're very sorry. Blah 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 blah. You know, someone's always
Yeah.
got something to say when you're trying to just maybe be a human being. You know?
Yeah. I know. I get you. It's like if you espouse anything that is close to caring online, people
Yeah.
will immediately, and I think this is a really interesting psychological area to tap into. People will immediately assume that you are being disingenuous and cynical and
Yes.
attempting to get clout or get clicks
Yes.
by
Yes.
saying a thing that is compassionate or caring,
Yeah.
or you're like the thing I get called a lot more recently is like grifter, which I've never really had before. But if I
That shows
share a
you're
link
getting
to,
popular.
yeah, maybe.
I
I
would
don't know.
say so.
But it's like people will comment grifter underneath like the Patreon link, and
Yeah.
I'm like I'm supposed to just do all this stuff for free. Like I would like it to be like a full-time thing, but that's never going to happen unless I'm trying to get support to do it, right? So there's that. Then the second thing is like um you get accused of only doing these things or saying these things to draw people in.
Yeah.
And why I say it's an interesting psychological area is because I think it sort of exposes a lack of compassion in the people who are saying it. Like it's almost like if you're a sociopath, if you're a psychopath, and I'm not saying all of these people are, but let's say a chunk of them are,
Most of them really are.
and they say to you, you're only doing this to get money.
Mm.
Is that illustrative of the fact that they would only do this and say this?
Exactly. They're
You
showing
know what I mean?
themselves more than they're trying to expose you. They're
Yeah.
exposing themselves more with but they're showing themselves more by saying you are doing this because Tan has been getting this for years, right?
Right.
She, the only reason you're saying you're being like lefty or whatever is because you want to make money off it. Blah 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 blah. And it's like, well, no, she actually cares. Oh no, she doesn't. She just wants to make money. Okay, but so that's why you do what you do or say what you say then. No,
Yeah.
no, that's not what I genuinely care. No, you don't. You literally
Yeah.
don't, because that to you, it seems to be the sort of baseline of what, what needs to be, when you say
It's
something.
yeah,
Yeah?
it's the only way that political content creation and opinion makes sense to them. Is like I don't understand why
Yeah.
anyone would voice a political opinion unless it was to
It was
generate
benefiting.
income.
To generate
Yeah.
some sort of, yeah.
And
And
it's like I'm
that is
just
mad.
like I've got
That's
a
mad.
day job. My day job pays my bill. I don't need to do this. I do this
Right.
because I care and it's fun to take the piss out of politicians. Like
Exactly. But
it.
also, um, that's all well and good. But when you look at someone like Tan, right,
Yeah.
who it literally started off with her doing just a few videos on TikTok,
Yeah.
and just sort of exploded from there. And people seem to make it out like they'll make out that this was some meticulously planned thing where
Yeah.
she had created a strategy of going viral and then doing this and then making this amount of money and then doing this with it and put the coffee link up and blah blah. They make it sound like it's been a plan the whole time.
Do you
And
remember though when she told us that she went to the George Soros audition school, uh, and she was in there, she was on a conveyor belt. I think it was her, Marina Hyde,
mm,
and
Marina Perkis as well, and Gemma.
yeah, Marina Perkis, and they were all
Yeah.
auditioning to be like and then Soros was like throwing money at all of them and saying like, no,
Yeah.
you like
Carol
you wanna say like this.
Vorderman.
Vorders was another one, yeah.
Yeah, David
And
Lineker.
they did really well, man. Like Soros knows. He knows what he's doing. He trained them. He auditioned them, and they're doing good stuff. It's inspiring.
I think that the fundamental thing is that as leftists, our political basis lies in empathy for everyone and for as many different groups. So we feel guilty when we empathize for all these groups that we are familiar with, but sometimes we are not familiar with one niche group, and so those people come up in our comments and say, hey, what about disabled people who are like this, right? And because I'm not familiar with that niche, my kind of tweet or my video or my statement may kind of not have been as sympathetic to them. And so
Yeah.
I change and I basically adapt and I learn. So to kind of broaden the empathy umbrella that I have, whereas everyone on the right, they see things through a selfishness lens. What is going to benefit them first and foremost? And they might expand that to their own tribe, and different people have different definitions of what their tribes are. For like some it's like white people, for some it's black people, for some it's brown people, for some it's people their age, or people who are working class, or people who are elites, or whatever. But they kind of look at it through that lens, and so they cannot imagine somebody with broader empathy for somebody who is clearly beyond what they see as their tribe. So, like Tan's tribe, if someone looks at from a right-wing point of view, they might think that Tan's tribe is a woman, or Tan's tribe is a white working class in somewhere in like England, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then when she expresses empathy with refugees or asylum seekers or immigrants or poor people in other countries, then they're like, why the hell would you even go there? You are surely going to be paid for this. So
and they think
yeah,
they think it's performative,
right.
and even though it doesn't, it's not, and you can actually be they because they don't hold the same amount of empathy themselves, which is why they have this sort of right wing way
Yeah.
of thinking. So because they don't understand that amount of empathy, they only see
Yeah.
themselves, the selfishness, the people are only in their sphere of existence.
Yes.
Because they can't exude an empathy for others, they'll never understand it. And
Yeah.
until they can get to that point with themselves, because I think everybody's capable of it, until they can get to that point themselves, they're never going to understand it. They will always combat it because it's not something the brain knows how to function. They don't know how to process that.
I think it's also like a little bit like, and I was talking to my missus about this the other day. I was like, I think we're only just now coming to the realization of how half the country operate, not just on like a sort of selfish kind of right wing bent, but like a sort of devoid of nuance kind of symbolism way. So whether that's like poppies or statues or flags, it feels like half the country have to consume news or opinions or current affairs through just pure like vapid symbolism. And so whether that is racism in like which they would interpret as, oh, well, I'm not racist because I have a black friend, or the UK isn't racist because, look, we had Suella Braverman, who was like a Home Secretary in charge of immigration. To them, the idea of like institutional racism or historical racism, colonial racism, is just too like beneath the top level. Like, it's almost like the right wing, or certainly a healthy chunk of the right wing, to ask them to consider something that is maybe like 2 or 3 layers deep is actually really, really difficult for them. It doesn't mean that they're stupid. It just means that maybe their brains work in a different way. And this isn't a thing that's restricted to purely racism. This is like climate change. They'll be like, how can there be global warming when it's raining outside? Or it can be,
yeah,
know,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
how can it be global warming when
ridiculous.
it's snowing?
Because there's morons who say that shit on TV.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Always the same thing. It's like it's like a sort of vapid surface layer thing of how can it be this when actually the surface layer symbolism thing is that, and
Yeah.
that's enough for them. That's just and I guess that's why like slogans are so important with politics. It's like if you can just smash home a message like immediately in 3 words,
Smash the gangs.
the idiots. Yeah, like it's
Get Brexit done.
it's enough.
Get Brexit done.
Take back
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means nothing.
Be nice.
Those things mean fuck off.
One Angry Pagan, thank you very much for the £5 super chat, mate. Capaldi's Doctor Who, just be kind. Remember that hatred on this social scale has a limited half-life because love will still exist in spite of it. And one of the positive things about the UK is, you know, these dickheads going, multiculturalism hasn't worked. Are you fucking kidding me? We've got a Muslim mayor of London. We just had a prime minister who was a Hindu. We've got a black woman from Nigeria as the leader of the Conservative Party. I mean, yes, there are pockets of places in this country where it's not particularly integrated, but that's always happened. Are we going to go nuts because each city has a Chinatown? Oh my God, there's more Chinese people in the Chinatown area. Yes. What the fuck do you want? Like, it blows my fucking mind that people are like, oh, I went down this street and there were lots of people of South Asian heritage there. And you're like, yeah, because they fucking lived there. They were born there, you know. But like, this is so that I still, if someone says today, like, oh, multiculturalism, mate, oh, and you see this a lot in comments, yeah, it's probably bots, like, but they go, you know, when like something bad happens in the UK, like that fucking knobhead who drove the car in Liverpool into all the people, and people are writing underneath, oh, multiculturalism, that happened because of multiculturalism. I'm like, he was white, you fucking...
He was a fucking white guy.
It's another great example of it, right? Like, they will take the headline, the instant disinformation, that's enough.
Yeah.
There's no nuance, there's no depth, there's no patience. It's like we need to adjust to this new reality.
Yeah,
because it's confirming their bias and confirming what they want to believe is the way of the world and their worldview.
Yeah. Not to sort of, you know, slight trigger warning here, but anyone who has suffered from SA or is aware of the issues surrounding SA will be aware of political and journalistic attitudes where they're like, oh, well, how can there be a R-word epidemic? How can there be an R-word culture when people aren't running up to women in the alleyway, or like the sort of violent attacks on women in alleyways are at historic lows, because in their mind, like, there's no nuance there. I don't know if I'm sort of using too many letters there.
That's
but
so
do you
weird
understand
because
the thing that I'm
there's a
getting to?
reason.
Like,
well, because that's it's an old trope that, you know, as a lady walking at night, maybe don't go down the alleyway because you don't know who's hiding around the corner. So obviously the attacks would go down because people don't do that anymore. Like, behavior in itself.
Well, and so many men get away with it. Why risk it in a public place?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about using toilets to accost women. Why would you use a public fucking place when, if you do it in your own house or her house, you'll probably get away with it?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it the case that 80 or 90% or some extremely high proportion of essays are done by by people who like know the women anyway. So
Yes,
Yes.
someone in there.
Most of
So-
it, yeah. That's
yeah.
a very
So
high
why would
proportion.
they do it in a public place if they have the
Exactly.
ability to
But that-
accost them in a private place?
Again, this is it's the surface level. Like, to them, that whole problem is usually like a black man like running up to a white woman in an alleyway and doing something unspeakable to her. They don't, or they are not interested in the broader context, which is this is mostly done by men who know the woman,
Yeah.
probably by a partner or ex-partner. And it's the same thing as like the racism stuff. It's like, I couldn't be racist because X, Y, and Z, or racism isn't real because, or I'm not racist because I don't run around shouting the N word. It's like, you could still be like, it's not, it doesn't have to be that obvious, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to take the conversation in a slightly different direction for a moment, because we are supposed to be summing up this year. But before we do that, look what I've got here. I've got like a little tic tac. See my little tic tac there?
I really
is
thought
it-
that was
is it- what is
ecstasy.
it?
It is my ADHD medication. I finally got it. So I'm going to take it live on air to see if I die or not. Hang on.
Here we go.
Mm.
Jesus. No street parties, guys.
I
I
follow
got
you
that.
on many
You know what?
adventure,
You know what?
Indy.
Give me
Now,
a second.
I die
give me a
first.
Give me a second to moan. This, just before Christmas, right? I called got in touch with my GP. My anxiety has been really bad, like really bad, uncontrollable shaking, uncontrollable. I feel like the world's gonna end at any given moment. It's fucking terrible.
I mean, it may.
Huh? It may, yeah.
It may.
Thanks. So, I get in touch with my GP on the Friday. They come back to me on Monday before Christmas, and I said, look, I want some diazepam. Yeah. That I know it's gonna calm me down. I know it's gonna smooth things out for me. I've taken it before. I know you guys don't like giving it, but I'm asking you, please, can I have it?
Yep.
He yelled at me. The doctor literally yelled at me for asking for it, for questioning him when he said no. Yeah. And he prescribed me something I could buy over the counter.
Okay. But you got it for
I
free.
was so annoyed.
Well, I've been waiting
You
2.5
got it
years for that pill I just swallowed.
It's ridiculous. You shouldn't have waited that long
for that.
Yeah.
So I hope it fucking works.
I've been hearing good things about CBD for anxiety. Is that right?
I don't know anything
Depends.
about that. I don't know anything about that. I just wanted a good night's sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
And instead he gave me anti-allergy medication. He gave me what is this? The chocolate.
What a prick.
With some people, CBD works really well, but with other people, it makes the situation worse.
Promethazine. He gave me promethazine hydrochloride.
Okay.
Promethazine. This is an anti-allergy drug, but it kind of gets you a little bit tired, so it's all right.
Did it work? Is it?
It worked for the first night. Doesn't touch the sides now.
Okay, so who saw the movie this year?
All right, change subject. I saw a movie. Every movie I watched today has been a Christmas horror film.
Excellent. What did you watch? Black Christmas.
I watched Silent Night, Deadly Night. No,
Silent Night, Deadly Night. Brilliant.
And part 2, I watched like Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime just have some of those shit films like no one's ever heard of. Yeah, I watched things like that. Yeah, it was brilliant. I had a great time with it. It's like, this is what I need. I need murder in my Christmas.
Have you managed to get to the cinema this year at all?
I haven't been to the cinema.
I bet you've been to see Zootropolis 2.
No, I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen. We tried to take my youngest to the cinema, and she was just a bit too young and hectic.
Yeah,
and it was like abort. Let's just get out. And so yeah, can't remember what it was. A Minions film, I think.
Pygmalion. Well, I would have gone mad in that. Pygmalion 1963. Thank you very much for the £2 super chat. Will Graham turn into a Tory live on air? God, imagine if he had Tory pills.
That would be hysterical.
Took a pill. He went, smash the oinks.
Here's a weird question. How much of your following do you think you would lose? How many would unsubscribe if you did actually go Tory?
Oh, 100%.
I think the whole lot, pretty much.
Yeah,
Like
the whole lot. But
41,000
then he
followers.
gained more because people would be like, "Who the hell is Graham?"
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
lose the people who watch now, but I'd make fuckloads of money.
Yeah,
We
you
all
would
If
probably.
you all went right wing, we've had this discussion before. If you went right wing, we'll make
Yeah.
a fucking fortune because you know we're,
Yeah.
we're bold and charismatic. Which you know. Anyway, Pranay, have you seen any movies this year? Because Aid hasn't. He's just been sitting there with his
No, I
bracelets
think
drinking.
I have seen a few. No, I think I saw a few in the cinema because that was the way that I chilled out, just
Yeah.
going out just on my own and watching movies. I think the best one I saw was one that was recommended on X by Zoe, by Zoe Gardner.
Yeah.
And this is a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. It's about refugees and the ICE detention center. It's
Yeah,
called
one battle after
Battle
another.
After Another.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant movie.
Quite possibly one of my favorites of this year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, no, I went in without any expectation except a very high except a very high recommendation.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was going to be political, and I didn't know it was going to be on such a topical issue.
I knew
So,
nothing
yeah,
about
found
it. I knew
yeah.
nothing about it, Franny. I just went in completely blind, and I was just like, "This is fucking awesome! It's so
Yeah.
good. It's so well put together."
No, I
The
liked
movie
it.
I enjoyed the most this year was Weapons.
Yes.
Weapons.
That creeped me the fuck out. That
Weapons.
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
And
Love that
I
movie.
think I spent the whole sort of hour and 40 minutes questioning what was going on while still being able to follow the story. But I was just like, where is this going to go next?
Yeah.
And I think being a middle-aged person and seeing as many movies as I've had in my life, sometimes you watch a movie, you kind of see where it's going to land.
Yeah.
But I think that was the first movie I've seen in a long time where I just didn't know where it was
Yeah.
going to land. So
It's really
I
fun.
loved it.
My
loved it.
other picks, 28 years later, I really liked it. I know people in America especially just didn't get it and thought it was fucking nuts.
I haven't seen it.
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed Begonia with Emma Stone, where Jesse Plemons, I think his name is Plemons, he kidnaps her thinking she's an alien and shaves her head so she can't communicate with her mothership using her hair. It's brilliant. I got a really good comment on the madness of the cult. What was it? The conspiracy theory cult mentality. But I think my favorite film this year, along with Pranay, One Battle After Another. I really liked Wake Up Dead Man. If you've not watched it yet, it's on Netflix.
No, I
really
haven't.
worth watching.
I'm
But
gonna
the
Google it
number
now.
one film of the year was Sinners, which is this
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed
vampire
that too.
musical in
Oh.
the 1930s, gangster vampire
God.
musical, and it's just fucking brilliant.
Oh.
Look at Aid. Look at Aid. Look at
Fucking
him
horrendous.
grimacing. Have you seen it?
Ugh.
Have you
I
seen it?
remember. Do you know what?
Have you
Here's,
seen
like,
it,
just quickly.
Aid? Are you grimacing because you've seen it?
No, I'm
No.
about to tell you why I have no appetite to see it, and then I'm going to
Go on, tell me, because it's
Uh,
got black people in, and you're a massive racist. Go on.
Yeah. No. Right. I remember when I saw From Dusk Till Dawn, and obviously the first half of it is Tarantino. The second half of it is what's his
Robert
face?
Rodriguez.
Yes. And so the first half of it is very real. I have a thing about reality, like it needs to feel real for me. And the first half of it, I was
Why?
like, God, this is really good. I don't know why. It just
Why?
like,
Because movies are not real.
I know they're not real, obviously.
I know
aware
it
of
sounds
that.
like the stupidest thing in the world to say, but it's not real. That's the whole
Don't-
point. It's supposed to have like a creative license where you escape reality.
Don't break
If
the
you want
fourth
reality,
wall.
go watch fucking Big Brother, okay? All right,
But here's
go
my
watch
point.
Love
right?
Island. Okay, this is a fucking movie. They wrote this shit from the scratch.
Scott's getting emotive now.
He's right though.
Uh,
He's not wrong, is
My
he?
movies
He's
to
not
be
wrong.
Real.
He's
As
not
soon as
wrong.
there's a vampire, it's not real anymore.
I know,
Mike
I
Lee,
know.
yeah,
It's a fair point.
It's got to be gritty and real.
I know what you mean, and yeah, like I'm not going to go and start watching reality TV any more than I am forced to through the fact of our
Oh, I
house.
feel sorry for you.
However, it has to feel like Dusk Till Dawn. It got like halfway through, and then obviously all of the like vampires came out.
Yeah.
And I was like immediate psychological detachment. I was like, well, this is shit. And then same thing with oh God, what's it called? Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers.
Right. So halfway through, it feels like a serial killer. It feels like it could be a real thing, and then it turns into a vampire. I was like, oh, this is shit. Immediate detachment. And now I'm like, that sounds like it should be a good film, and then it sounds like it probably wasn't.
Well,
Great.
I'm sorry you're so scarred from a movie that came out 30 years
the worst
ago.
film. You're
But
the worst
I
film
enjoyed
person.
From Dusk
It's
Till
just-
Dawn. I thought it was a good laugh.
Yeah.
I
But
thought it was
Sinners is
fantastic.
about a lot more than that.
It's
Because
shit.
if you can imagine a club full of black people listening to black music in the 1930s, and then a bunch of white vampires turn up to steal their souls. Do you not get the metaphor? Do you not? We live in a world in which Marty McFly went back in time and taught Chuck Berry what rock and roll was. Cheers, white kids. They steal the music from the black people aid. You've got to watch this movie. It's really good.
Look, I'm
really
here
good.
for metaphors. I love metaphors. But I'm not watching that movie. You can go fuck
Fuck
yourself.
me.
But also goodbye.
So close-minded.
Yeah.
You're going to go now, and
All
you're
that.
going to go and watch Sinners,
Okay.
aren't you? On your own. In your shame
Uh,
closet. Get in your shame closet, Aid.
Love you all.
Bye.
See you later.
Love,
I love
you
you.
too. Take care.
Catch you later.
Happy
Bye.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye bye bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't like films that aren't real.
Oh,
What
Billy.
the fuck is that?
It's a shame. It's a shame he's gone. I was going to move on to music, and he would have loved my
Yeah.
Oh
choice.
yeah, if it's not, if it wasn't played on a real instrument, I don't listen to it. It has to be made with a violin.
But hang on, he's really into EDM, so like, what's he talking about? That's not real music. That
That's
wasn't
not-
a real drum. It was a drum machine.
As if. I don't like films that aren't real. Fuck off. Fuck off.
He's not going to speak to us again now. Merry
I
Christmas,
love him. I
Aid.
love that to death, but oh my god.
One angry pagan.
Craziest thing I've heard in 2025. Okay, craziest thing.
One angry pagan's favorite
Yes.
film was Jurassic World Rebirth. Finally, a Rex with proper Rex teeth. Apparently, Rex Harrison's teeth. Which would be a bit. Isn't there a fish that has
It's not real
like,
enough.
human
That's not
teeth?
real enough. That Jurassic Park film, it wasn't as real as the first one.
I know. That had the
Right.
real dinosaurs in it.
That had the real dinosaurs
Yeah.
in it.
It was just a documentary, really. If you
Yeah, some people actually thought that.
So, Pranay, have you been listening to any tunes this year? Has any tunes piqued your interest?
I listen to a wide range of music, so I tend to go with what's flowing on TikTok, and that leads me down into a journey of okay, but I don't know about this like genre or this music, and then I keep going into it, and then I find new stuff. But I don't tend to remember the names of the tunes or the names of the artists. But I found Filipino music this year, which is really good.
Yeah.
And it's been trending a lot on TikTok, like, in various kinds of videos, not just dance. And then I've gone back into Indian music a little bit this year, into Indian classical. So yeah, just journeying into there rather than something that came out this year. So
Yeah,
that's been
yeah.
my music journey. But
Oh, that's cool. What have you been listening to, Scott? Have you listened to any new tunes, or you been basking in the glories of the past?
No. I listen to new stuff all the time.
oh, you do?
Yeah, of course. I know I'm old, but I do try to keep up with the kids, isn't it? For me, I say that right, but I've listened to a lot of old stuff this year as well. So, I've actually been posting on my Facebook a video every day of my top 10 albums. I started on the 21st and will end on the 31st. So yeah, the new album from Health is amazing. I really enjoy it. It just came out. The latest Deftones album came out this year. Really, really good. Deftones they never really seem to fail. You know, there isn't. There's only like maybe one dud album out of their whole catalog. I mean, they're just phenomenal band. Spirit Box came out with an album this year. It's absolutely amazing. Perturbator, who I've talked about here before, French retrowave.
French retrowave. Whoa,
Yeah,
that's a deep.
yeah.
I didn't even know what retrowave is. I could probably guess by the name.
It's very 80s influenced.
Yeah,
Very John Carpenter. Yeah.
Ooh.
So,
It sounds a bit Stranger Things. So the Stranger Things tune sounds very John Carpenter, doesn't it? Do you want to watch Yesterday? Do you want to watch Yesterday?
It's that.
Right.
It's that.
The height of the cocaine madness that was the 1980s. Big Trouble in Little China. What the fuck is happening in that movie? That is just like a bunch of nonsense just strung together with Kurt Russell.
What is this movie about?
It's just fucking... Yeah, I saw it as a kid and sort of didn't really take it in as you don't when you're a kid. I'm like, just watching it back, it's just like, fucking hell. How did this get made? But yeah, that's a bit crazy. So yeah, what else have you been listening to then? So you've had some French retro... I love that. French and retro wave.
French retro wave.
What are they called? What are they called?
Perturbator.
Perturbator.
So Perturbator.
Have you worn a t-shirt of theirs?
Yes, I have.
Yes, that's why I recognise the name.
And I was at the gig on the Friday night, so I couldn't do a show. So, yeah.
Oliver says French electronic music is great.
French electronic music is great. I agree.
Yeah, I really like the new Pulp song, Spike Island. I really liked the Wolf Alice album, particularly the Sofa on there. I really liked the new Ash album, Ad Astra, and particularly liked Fun People. But Sabrina Carpenter, her album this year was just fucking magic. I listened to it so much. I thought it was great. No One's Son and Never Getting Laid. Literally, actively made me laugh in a way that I haven't laughed at people's lyrics in a song for a long time. Like, you know, that kind of like Pulp thing where you're laughing because it's funny. I've been sleeping with your wife and, you know, I've been drinking your brandy. And you're like, ha, yeah, cool. It was a bit like that. Taylor Swift's album was all right. It wasn't amazing, but I did like Ophelia. The Fate of Ophelia. I thought that was quite good. One Angry Pagan says, no, Scott. Scott, you're wrong. Prepare to be tutored by One Angry Pagan. Thank you very much, One Angry Pagan, for the super chat there. No, Scott, New Rex was more accurate. Tyrannosaurus Rex had thick, bone-crushing teeth, and the Rex from Jurassic Park 1 had thinner, blade-like teeth. I
guess Aid will enjoy the newer one rather than the old one.
Yeah. Downer Shed is saying Viagra Boys. I don't know whether that's a suggestion that we all take Viagra or the name of a band.
That is actually a band, and they're very good, actually. Yeah,
Viagra Time Boys.
They're very Idols, soft play type vibe.
Yeah. Oh, sounds good. Kill motherfucking Depeche Mode if you want electro. Or KMFDM.
That's KMFDM. Which they've been going for about...
Downer Shed is looking at me going, how did you know that, Graham? I'm like, well, no, I know we shit.
Because they've been going for about 40 years.
Forever.
They've been going since the 80s.
It's a great name for a band, though.
Oh, okay, Kill Motherfucking Depeche Mode. I'm trying to think. I've actually gone on my Spotify, so to remind myself.
What was your Spotify age this year, Scott?
Oh, my
Did
Spotify
you see your rap?
age.
Did you see your rap?
Yes, I did.
Tell us about it.
I will actually. It's actually really young. Which is
21, 23.
It's something like that. Yeah. Bear with me, because I did.
I think that I was 37, so which is younger than I am, but not young. So, Graham, do you use Spotify or something?
I don't have a Spotify account.
I think I was 20. I think I was like 23.
Amazon Music. We've got an Amazon Music family account that comes with the delivery and with the TV. So I just use that. But the album I listened to the most was Sabrina Carpenter's. My favorite song of the year was Paris Paloma with Good Boy, which I absolutely fucking loved.
My favorite song of the year, I think. My favorite song of the year actually was this one-off collaboration between Amy Lee from the band Evanescence, a singer called Poppy, and the singer from Spirit Box, Courtney LaPlante. And they did a song together, which was just sick. It was just it just showed off like the three of heavy metal's female vocalists doing their thing in the best possible way. Fantastic. I can't remember the name of the song right off the top of my head though. It's just terrible. But yeah, the name of the song, what was it called?
There was it wasn't a song, but there was a picture of Tim from Ash, Bernard Butler for Suede and Tears and being Bernard Butler, Tim Thingy Buck from REM, and who was the last one in the group? Luke Haynes from the Auteurs, and from Black Box Recorder. And they were all in a picture together. They'd been to a gig together down in London. And I was like, I want to hear them do a song together. You guys, do a song together. But yeah. I did. Fun People by Ash is actually a collaboration with Graham Coxon from Blur. So there's a bit of a crossover of a couple of me sort of fave bands of the 90s.
Yeah, the song I'm talking about, it's called End of You, and by Poppy, Amy Lee, and Courtney LaPlante. So that's probably, or I had like a toss up between songs this year. I have fallen in love with a girl group.
Oh yeah,
Which one?
Yeah, I have.
Is it
what
Sugar
a
Babes?
surprise! What a surprise! I fall in love with a girl group. Homosexual is in love with a girl group. They're called XG, and they are.
I'm googling them now.
Yeah, they are 7.
K-pop.
They're kind of K-poppy, yeah.
K-pop. Japanese girl group based in South Korea.
Oh, J-pop.
Sorry, I'm just googling it. So
J-pop. Yeah. What about K-pop Demon Hunters? We have a crossover.
I don't know anything about it.
Films. Have you not seen it? Honestly, no. It's one of the best films of the year. I'm not even kidding. It is really, really good, and it ties in strangely with Big Trouble in Little China, because apparently demons wear big fuck off hats. It's something in, I don't know, Buddhist mythology or something, that the demons down in the underworld wear massive fuck off hats.
The thing with the XG is, what I really adore about them, they rap. So they've got like 7. There's 7 of them. There's 4 rappers and 3 singers, and the rappers sing as well. They are just one of the most multi-talented groups I have seen in a very long time. They released a song called Gala this year, which harkens back actually to the gay ballroom scene, sort of Vogue, that sort of thing, fashion, all that. And these girls, man, they're literally. I mean, we all know when it comes to the J-pop and the K-pop, these girls are highly trained, severely disciplined, into their craft. But yeah, these girls are just sick. They really are just amazing. So I would 100%, if you take anything away from the show, please go check out XG.
Okay,
well, and also watch
K-pop
Demon Hunters when you get a chance.
Yeah, I'll go listen to K-pop Demon Hunters, but I don't think I'm gonna like it.
No, watch the film. It's not, you don't have to listen to the...
Oh, okay, I'll watch the film.
It's great, honestly. It's surprisingly good. It's just it's the maddest film. Darian to start, thank you so much for the £20 super chat, which I'm going to have to forward on to Scott when I see him next month. Scott, this is a generous donation to get a hyphen for your t-shirt.
Oh, what, a hyphen?
A hyphen. Apparently, I think there should be a hyphen between, I don't know, aged and homosexual. From between depressed and middle. I don't know. Where do you want? Where would you like, Darian? Where would you like Scott to shove your hyphen?
Yeah, I kind of bought it. There's a story behind it. It's I was at work and yeah, I've been down. And one of the guys I've been talking to a lot at work, he's actually young. He's like 23 years old, and he's a straight guy, And I was talking to him, I think on our last day in the office, and I said to him, I said, I really appreciate you listening to me and talking to me and stuff like that. I said, I feel bad. I feel bad talking to you. Like, why the fuck do you give a shit about some depressed middle-aged homosexual? And he thought that was just the funniest thing. So when we got back to our desks, I pulled up just some random make your own t-shirt site, and I made the t-shirt. And I said, I sent it to him, and he went, 10 pounds is really reasonable. I went, it is. I'm gonna buy it. But what I should have done is I should have lined this up better and actually put full stops. So here's what it is. I think it's funny. It showed up in a day. It actually showed up like not the next day, but the day after. So I was just like, that's crazy. So yeah, I haven't worn it yet at all. So I thought I'd wear it tonight, and yeah, I'll probably wear it to work on Monday.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you, Scott. So yeah, we've had our celebrity deaths of the year. We've had our
Ozzy
songs,
Osbourne.
our music.
Saddest
Well,
one.
yeah,
I think that's for me. That's my saddest one. Ozzy Osbourne.
that's pretty grim.
Mm.
But it was great that he got to do a last gig that you went to 2 weeks beforehand.
I didn't go to that gig.
Did you not go? I thought you went.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No. I wanted to. That was a little bit out of my price range.
Oh, okay.
I would have loved to have gone. But no, I didn't go. But when I did see him last was in 2018, where he headlined Download Festival. And for me, I think it was better that I saw him there. He was on his feet.
Yeah.
He was running around. His voice was in good shape. He was Ozzy. And I know people that went to that last show that, it was a moment. It was a big deal and whatever else. But I got to see Ozzy many times in his prime. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. Well, we lost Ozzy. Who else have we lost? We lost Hulk Hogan went.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Also, I'll
Never mind.
Never mind. Yeah, how sad. Who else did we lose? We lost George Foreman of the Rumble in the Jungle and Grill entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's the guy at the grill.
We lost Hyacinth Bouquet.
Did we lose her this year? Was it this year? I thought
we lost Sly from Sly and the Family Stone.
Okay.
We lost also Sylvester Stallone in a way because he's become a mad Trumper in his old age.
Yeah, he's nuts yet.
So he's dead to me. We lost the drummer from Blondie. We lost Michael Madsen from Reservoir Dogs, but he had some didn't he go to jail or something, or he had some accusations for domestic violence. So I think he'd been cancelled anyway. So don't shed too many tears. Terence Stamp went. Apparently he filmed all of his scenes for Priscilla Queen of the Desert 2 before he died. So hopefully we'll get to see that next year. Gene Hackman. We lost Gene Hackman. That's a loss. Brian Wilson as well. Talking about musicians, mate. Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys went. The guy was famously driven mad by Sgt. Pepper's, I think, something like that. We lost Val Kilmer. Dirty Val. Robert Redford. He's probably... No, Clint Eastwood is the last of the sort of the golden era. Guy's still alive, isn't he? I think. Oh, Dick Van Dyke turned 100.
Oh, I know. He just keeps ticking along. He's like a Duracell battery. he just keeps going and going and going.
It's all good. Ricky Hatton died. Manny from the from Stone Roses. Jimmy Cliff didn't go off a cliff. He just died. I saw him at Glastonbury in the mid 2000s, late 2000s. He was fucking great. Prunella Scales from 40 Towers. She's no longer with us. Loretta Swift from MASH. Babs Houlihan. No, Hot Lips. Hot Lips Houlihan. That was her name, wasn't it? Because of her hot lips. David Lynch. We lost Lynchy. He's gone off to the big Black Lodge in the sky.
David Lynch?
Yeah, David Lynch died this year.
The director?
Yeah. Roberta Flack. sang
So
Kill
many
Me
people.
Softly.
It gets to a point where you hear about so many celebrities dying and that sort of thing that you forget. You forget which
Yes.
ones actually have gone.
Well, that's why it's a fun game to play, Dead or Alive.
Oh, okay.
You know, me and
Great.
me, Scott and Tam were talking about doing a show called Too Soon.
No, I
It
don't
was going to be
remember
like
that.
roasts of recently dead celebrities.
I never said I would take part in such a callous
That was
and
me, Tan.
horrendous
It was
show.
me, Tan, and Aid. We were like, let's do
I was
this.
gonna say, you said me. You said Scott. I was like,
oh, sorry. I meant.
I was not part of this.
I meant Aid
discussion.
and Tan.
You guys could do that.
Maggie Smith.
And
Maggie Smith, Rob Reiner,
Reiner.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, can you do that in the week that someone dies? Can you do a roast of them? You know,
Chris Rea.
Chris
Rea
Rea,
just died.
we lost him a couple of days ago. He was
Yeah.
possibly driving home for Christmas. But yeah, I mean, is there any point in doing a roast for someone like Charlie Kirk? Because he's getting roasted in hell right now. Sorry, too soon.
2026.
It's really quiet. Quick, fill up the space.
We'll do it in 26.
Noise. Next year, I can make fun of him for being a horrible hole man. Talking a horrible hole man, Dick Cheney fucking died.
Oh, that we can celebrate, right, Scott?
Dick Bush and colon
Or not?
No, I don't celebrate death. I've told you this. The celebration of death is weird. I'm not doing that.
But like Dick killed so many people. I don't know if it was in the millions or the hundreds of thousands, but too many. Too many.
Yeah.
I hear you.
That one man.
No, I think you should celebrate the lives of people who are really great, and you should celebrate the deaths of the people who weren't. There you go.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
If you guys could do what you want, I'm not taking part in this sort of like morbid sort of. Yeah. I'm going to celebrate your death. I'm going to put a big banner. I'm glad you're dead. Like I'm not. No.
Are you not going to join me?
Wasn't it like Cheney who shot his friend while on a duck shoot or something?
Yeah, he did.
He thought his mate was a duck.
Or I'm not imagining this, right? Yeah. Well, they I think were out on a duck hunt like 20 years ago or whatever, and he shot him.
Yeah.
Accidentally, apparently. Yeah. So
That's there are some people I thought were really cool. Jim Lovell, we lost him. He was the commander of the Apollo 13. We also lost Felix Baumgartner, who was the guy who jumped out of the balloon on the edge of space.
Wait, he died?
Yeah. He
but he must have been like extremely fit because he
did the jump.
He jumped out.
He did the jump. Out of space. But this year he did a jump and it ended tragically. Something went wrong.
Oh, the jump ended tragically.
Yeah.
I don't know about
that's
this.
how he went.
Oh, damn.
Udo Kier, who's in every film, weirdly enough. He was in like about 500 bloody films. Udo Kier. He just turned up. And he was in Command and Conquer. So those of us who's played video games in the 90s remember him fondly. He shuffled off the mortal coil. Who else did we lose? This Liam Byrne, who was a wingsuit flyer as well, he died. These guys who go out doing these
dangerous sports,
going up in rockets and flying around, dangerous sports. I'll never do base jumping. You don't have a chance, do you? If something goes wrong, that's it. You're gone. At least you jump out of a plane, you got a backup shoot. Do you know what I mean?
Well, and you have backup.
You never see me do it. You'll never see me do it. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I would never do something like that. It's crazy.
So, Scott, if I have a celebratory party on the big, beautiful day, and I invite you, are you not going to come to my big, beautiful party? Come on. You know you want to.
You know what? You're putting me in a very awkward situation. I don't like it.
Oh, come on. I'm not going to put you in the shame cupboard. Anyway, Aid's already in there.
I think Trump maybe. I think Trump. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, well, that's the big beautiful day. That's what we're referring to.
Yeah. Trump.
Yes.
That'll be the best day.
We're gonna get you out. We're gonna get you
Again,
out.
as I said, it would be a sign of relief. It would feel like a relief.
A weight has lifted.
So you can come to the party and express relief.
Yeah, from our shoulders,
Yeah,
collective
we
shoulders.
can collectively.
Breathe a sigh of relief that
I won't be jumping up and down, but I will be in the corner relieved.
I'll be jumping up and down like Everton just won the Champions League. Viper Scott, thank you very much for the £2 super chat for Diz confetti fix. Oh, that's very kind of you. We only need one more super chat now, and we will have confetti, which is awesome.
Cool.
So I know everyone's a little bit tired, so we are going to.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
no. Plan A said before we started he needs some coffee to do tonight. So we are going to. Oh! We got it! We got the confetti! We got the confetti! Woo! So 3, 2, 1, confetti! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! And Darian, thank you very much for the £5 super chat just for Diz. Oh, thank you, Darian. Thank you, Viper Scott. It's very kind of you, Alistair. What was I going to say? So. Before we go, what would you say was one of the most sort of shocking news stories of the year, or one that stuck in your head, or maybe one that was like, you were like, oh, good, that's a good thing that happened. That's probably not going to be one of them, is it? Because it's been a bit of a nightmare. Is there anything where you've gone, what the? For me, White House getting fucking knocked down by Trump, and that in itself, but the reaction to it, which is like, yeah, this is all right.
I am not surprised by
that. Is just
So that was.
I mean, shock. The Overton windows just moved so much, but for him to knock out the physical building is just, I think, just way too obnoxious. I don't think that even Republicans or people who supported Trump, I mean, they won't say it publicly, but surely in private, they're like, what the hell is he doing? Does he even know what he's doing? Surely they question if he's sane enough to be president. Like all those TV shows we've seen where what number of amendment it is, where you go and anyway. Yeah.
25th, the 25th Amendment.
Yeah, the 25th.
That's got to be the cabinet telling on him, and they're all his hand-picked lunatics, so I think it's going to happen. What do you reckon, Scott? What's the sort of news story that really sticks out with you this year that you've just gone, what?
I think when we look at the Trump presidency and we look at Elon Musk becoming part of the American government, I think that was a massive what the fuck moment. It showed how corrupt American politics is at the moment, how money can buy you that sort of power. It changed. It's unfortunately changed politics for the worst in every way. Going forward.
Do you think, Scott, that with Elon gone from the White House, that has changed the dynamics a bit, or what effect does that have now on Trump and how all these billionaires behave? I mean, we have seen a part of it, but still.
I mean, he was gone as quickly as he came in.
Yeah.
He went in there, did a job, he did it, and then he left. In regards to, and all he did was essentially just, obliterate the public sector, the civil service, of America. But what's changed? How is that? What's your question?
Yeah, I mean, how does that go forward? Because these two people are complete psychopaths, narcissists, and they kind of broke up, but didn't quite break up. So, what's next?
I don't think there's anything next for Elon Musk and the American government.
Really? You think?
No. I don't think it's going to have any more involvement. I think Trump did not enjoy Elon Musk stealing the spotlight as much as he did. I think that was, basically his downfall.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. So we did have some good news stories. Can we quickly run through the good news stories this year?
Oh,
from American politics, anyway. Zoran, Mandami
Yes,
winning
Zoran
the
Mamdani,
mayoral
definitely.
election of New York City. We're now going to have a Muslim mayor of New York and a Muslim mayor of London at the same time. I can feel the gammon boiling from here. It's a beautiful
Really?
smell. The No Kings protest had a massive fucking turnout all over America, drawing nearly 7 million people across the country. Marjorie Taylor Greene has not just had a feud with Trump, she's also announced her resignation from Congress. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Supreme Court did a lot of fucking horrible shit this year, but they did refuse to hear the case that would have upended gay marriage. California voted yes to redraw its congressional maps. And it also looks like in Texas, where they are going to rejoin the maps, because the Hispanic community in Texas has turned against Trump and the Republicans in such great numbers, it might not actually help them to win. They might still lose. The Republicans might still lose. Miami got their first Democratic mayor this century. That's pretty cool. And the Doge no longer exists. The House and the Senate passed the Epstein File Transparency Act. We got another million that they just found. Did you see this story this week? Where it went, we just found another million. How'd you find a million? Was it, what the fuck? Was it down the back of the couch? You know, what the fuck was it under the car seat? What the fuck? How did they find a million files? Oh shit, forgot about these.
It beggars belief that.
Yeah.
And it just, shit like that just shows how much we're being sort of played like puppets by the American media.
Yeah. New Mexico voted to, it became the first state to implement a free childcare program for all, no matter what your income. And finally, Virginia got its first female governor and a Democrat, which was phenomenal. And if it's any indication of the way the midterms are going to go next year, which I think it is, the Republicans are going to get absolutely twattered. And there's a part of me that despairs that Trump has got another 3 years, but realistically, if he gets absolutely mullered in the upcoming elections, then he's a lame duck president. He won't actually be able to do anything. He comes out with an executive order, it can just be overturned by Congress the next day. So no, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
No, you're not doing that. No, you're not doing that. So, reasons to be hopeful, green shoots, and also
hopeful.
Just in general, like the more extreme we go to, the politicians or whoever go to the right, the more of a reaction against them. Because it's not a good analogy anymore for the boiled frog, is it? Because we are outraged, we are scared, we are genuinely concerned about what the fuck is going on. We're not ignoring it. And everyone's got an opinion on it. Even if they're not particularly into politics, everyone has got an opinion on Trump. And it's usually a negative one. All the people I meet. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Have I made you slightly less depressed, middle-aged homosexual, Scott? A little bit. I'm coming to see you next month. We're going to do a stateside in real life.
I'm literally excited about that. That's fine.
It's going to be cool. I'm going to sit on that bed behind you while you're sitting there, and I'll just be like,
you know what?
I'll be like the Paris on your shoulder, and I'll just repeat things that you say now and again.
I literally thought about this the other day, like, how are we going to set this up? Like,
I'm not sitting on your knee. Sorry, I'm not sitting on your knee.
You can sit on my dick instead.
For God's sake, my mum's watching this, Scott.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mom.
I don't know. But yeah, listen, we'll wrap it up there because obviously it has been a long week. It has been Christmas. I hope everyone had an all right Christmas. Watching. Whatever.
Yeah, I wish I could say it. You know what was good about my Christmas? I didn't cook. We went out to eat. And,
excellent.
You went out?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just down the road is a Toby Carvery. We literally booked it in July.
And it was open on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Yeah. It has a Christmas Day sitting. So, you have to book it by the summer or you don't get in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Trying to get into an Oasis gig.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah,
but you get Christmas.
We had to have it booked by July, and then I looked again in August, and it was all sold out.
What did you eat?
Oh, I had beef and Some gammon.
You had some
Well,
gammon.
Yeah.
You had a
Some
beef
gammon.
with some gammon.
Yeah.
I've
yeah.
got a beef with some gammon. I've got a beef with a lot of the gammon. Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Lots of vegetables and potatoes. And
I had
my
lamb and
brother,
turkey.
My brother, he had the weirdest dinner. I don't know what he was thinking. He didn't pick up 80 potatoes. He just put they gave him the meat, and he was like, "Right, I'm okay with this." And he just threw a load of macaroni and cheese on top of it. I was like, "What the fuck
mac
are you
and
doing?"
cheese for
He had
Christmas
the best
dinner?
time.
That's
He had the best
beautiful.
time. Yeah, I don't know why they had that there, but yeah.
Pranay, do you do anything for the 25th of December?
Yeah. Well, I am like vegan, so we had a burger made from beans. So,
fantastic.
but it was,
lovely.
but it was like delicious. So, I mean, it was nice. And we had some veggies and some roasted stuff, and yeah, it was good.
Oh,
Excellent.
fantastic. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Party time. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's it. I'm going to piss off now. I'm going to have a day off tomorrow. We're going to have a second Christmas. Christmas, Gandalf. Tomorrow morning. We've got more presents to open. Yay. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. And on Sunday, I'll be back with the Sunday sermon on Sunday morning. So look out for that. And until then, I just want to say a big thank you to my co-hosts, Scott Williams and Pranay Manocha. And a big thank you to everyone watching. Thank you to everyone who's dropped in a little bit of money for the old super chats, which keep the channel alive. If you want to give us a like on the way out, doesn't cost anything. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please hit the bell notification icon. Thank you. And then until next time, I'll say hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye. Bye.
Bye.